Yo, we are back with Elysian Road, going into our third hour here. So, you get planet side. You land on New Kazern, and so we see the aerial shot, obviously, of the Void's Grace coming down into the atmosphere, and New Kazern is a interesting world. It doesn't have like freak geology or like weird biomes or anything like that, like some worlds. But it's a pretty standard like Earth-like planet that's okay for people to like inhabit. But it's dotted with alien ruins. All across the planet, there are like these weird, very very ancient ruins from some lost civilization. Yeah, it's the people, a lot of the people who like come to New Kazern and like stay here and have business here, they are in the business of like figuring out what these ruins are and like who made them. No one really knows. They're from a long time ago. There's a lot of like lost mysteries here. They've made some technological breakthroughs on this planet because of these like some of the alien ruins and the things they found in them. But yeah, so that's kind of its main thing. Does someone want to like roll to see if they know anything more about this planet? I think that's the stuff that Chloe tells you as like you guys go down into it. It'd be no with intelligence. Tail doesn't know much about this world. Yeah. So Chloe just kind of like lends that information in like a voiceover, right? As you guys, as we see the Void's Grace going down. But yeah, she tells you kind of she's laying out like what the current situation is too. She says, the main reason that it was so important for us to get here is because, for all of the technological marvels that this planet has, going for it, medicine isn't one of them. They're more. They're several hundred years behind on their medical technology, and they knew that was going to be their downfall. But well, they like to keep to their own. Castro Pharmaceutical Services has reached out with offers many times, but they've always wanted to kind of keep to their own here. There are several smaller companies that kind of compete with each other on this planet, and they're not very into the idea of the megacorps finding their way to have a foothold on their planet. So, yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a last moment decision to have Castro come with this with a cure. But the late doctor, well, she was the only one who knew about this disease. It's been kind of going around a little bit. I just hope that we can, even without the doctor, get this under control. And then you guys like land. So what's the plan, guys? As she's kind of like getting her people together to like get the crates of like medicine off the Void's Grace. What are you guys up
to? Making sure they don't scratch anything.
Right, so Till's like, oh, wait, no, stop, hey, stop. 2 people on this box, all right? You cannot carry the crate by yourself. If you drop it, right, like that sort of thing.
Without being micromanagey about it, more just like making sure they take all their stuff, don't leave anything behind, and don't walk off the ship without anything that doesn't belong to them.
Yeah. For sure, yeah.
I collect my pens when I wake up. On the floor. Yeah, actually, I want to see if I can go find Nicole.
Okay, yeah. So she's just in the cargo bay, like directing some people to like move the boxes off the ship onto like a hover sled that they've like bought and like put in front here to use to get their medicine to where it needs to go. Yeah, so she's just like directing someone to like move the box.
Yeah, so he just walks up and he says, um, how old is she?
She's like mid-30s. That's what
Okay.
she looks like.
Yeah, so he just walks up and says, excuse me, miss, I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, I mean, I guess you're kind of interrupting,
You
but
clearly
it's,
haven't.
but it's fine. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Oh,
Right, Ode. Yeah, of course. What do you want? And he
like
she like
music.
gestures to the people to like continue, and she like walks over to the side with you.
Yeah. Oh, well.
We both moved.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah. He said, oh, I don't think I got a chance to properly thank you for patching me up after I got shot and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
So,
She
so
nods
thanks.
solemnly, and she says, "Well, I wouldn't be a very good medical officer if I didn't." Medicine. She like looking for the verb.
Right. Yeah, he just shrugs and he says, uh, yeah, he's not philosophical. I'm not gonna try to make it philosophical. All right. Yeah, he says, yeah, I think he just shrugs and he says, by the way, how well do you know the captain? Your captain, not ours. Chloe, I think her name was.
How well do?
Yeah, I mean, like, are you guys close and stuff, or?
Well, this is my first job with Chloe. Actually, she's a. I hear she has a bit of a reputation for being a. Maybe not the. How do I say this? Not the most competent of captains.
Oh, that's harsh.
She's worked a couple of jobs for various megacorps on Midas, and every time she ends up having to find a new position.
I don't
It's
suppose she
not-
gets attacked by pirates every time.
Yeah, and she says it's not like something catastrophic happens every time that she's piloting or she's captaining a ship, but and then she just like leaves it hanging.
Yeah, he is like, well, I mean, if every email you opened was spam, they'd never get you. So, you know. But anyways, the reason I ask, and it's interesting you say that. You seem like the honest sort and good-hearted and all that jazz.
You
And
flatter
well, I found these, and he holds out the pens. Says they work very well. I tried one earlier. It was well, okay, first half. I don't remember very
Just
well.
jumping straight into that, are you?
Yep. He says, but I don't. They're not super legal in a lot of space as far as sector.
So
as far
What
as
did you say where you found them?
No, I haven't said that yet.
Okay.
He just said that he found them.
Yeah, so she looks at you and she says, "You found that on the SNS Karnak."
Yeah, when Dylan and I were sneaking around and stuff, it was in a secret hold. There was some other stuff, but I mean, it doesn't help with gaming, so I left it. But this stuff was caught my eye. But you know, whatever. But anyways, I
So
asked.
she holds out a hand and she's like, "Can I see?"
Yeah, it's like, oh sure, but it's pretty intense. You might want to.
Yeah, she grabbed it. She's like, "I'm not going to inject myself with it," and she like kind of looks at it. She's like, "Well, it looks like Castro made this." And like there are no like signifying logos on it or anything like that, right? This is supposed to be a little clandestine, right. But like she like looks at it and can somehow tell that like it's made by them.
Yeah.
And she says, "I heard that Castro was running some sort of illegal drug smuggling operation, but I was unaware of anything on the Karnak."
I asked Chloe about it, and she was very I don't know what's the word, deceitful. I don't know. She was pretty much lying. And let's go with that. She was evasive, and
yeah. So she like narrows her eyes, and she says, "So Chloe knew about these."
Seems that way. She all but told me not to inject them, but that would be kind of suspicious.
I see.
Because that would insinuate she knew what they were. English.
Well, I mean, she does work for a pharmaceutical company. I don't imagine that it would be terribly off base to know how some various pharmaceuticals work, but I understand your hesitation here. What else did you find in the hold, Ode?
Despite appearances, I'm not particularly well versed in illegal pharmaceuticals. Just these.
Right, and that's because you were a gamer, right?
Yeah, I mean, they keep you awake and they make you better and stuff. I have a recording from earlier. You can watch if you want. I got banned. And he pulls out his compad and starts pushing buttons. I'm sure she doesn't care. But
yeah. So, see, she shakes it off, or gestures away, no, I don't have time for that.
Okay, all right, later. All right.
But yeah. So she says, "Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Ode. I'll have to have a talk with Chloe about this."
Yeah, no problem. I just, I thought it was kind of weird that, I thought it was weird. So, anyways.
Your thought would be correct.
Can I have it back?
Oh. Yeah, I suppose so.
Awesome.
I certainly don't need it. And Castro certainly won't miss three capsules or three syringes.
How many did I find in there? Because I grabbed as many as I could. I don't know how many there were.
I don't know, maybe 7 or 8.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, yeah, 3. And then he went some way. Yeah, he says, yeah, thanks again. Sorry to end on such a heavy note, or whatever.
No, that's
appreciate it.
Again, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, no problem.
This sort of thing happens, and well, I guess it's technically against Midas law. I think.
I mean, it depends on whose space you're in, right?
It really does. Yeah, it really does. I'm just curious as to why Chloe kept it from me. I wonder if the doctor knew about this.
I'm sure it was worth a lot of money and stuff.
It was. I'm just curious as to why she didn't try to take it when we left.
Well, maybe she was worried about being shot or caught or something. I don't know.
Fair. That's understandable. All right. Well, I have work to do, so I'll leave you to
sorry.
it.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
She kind of does a nod and then goes back to directing people.
Okay. And then he'll go to.
Yeah, and so technically this probably should be what Chloe's doing right now. Chloe should be directing people in here.
She's schmoozing in the cockpit.
I think she literally is. Yeah, she's still in the cockpit with Till.
Yeah.
And I think she asked you to play another opera, Till.
Yep. Play one about lovers who don't die this time. Just see where it goes.
That's called Così fan tutti, and it's a really bit of a bawdy one.
I mean, that works. Whatever.
Not really bawdy so much as the theme of the opera is that women are untrustworthy and unfaithful.
Sounds appropriate. For your situation, anyways.
Uh-huh.
Probably not a good one to play if
Actually,
you're trying to get a date,
no, that
though.
is a wonderful one to play in this scenario because it is mind-numbingly boring in between the actual songs.
Yeah.
There is a lot of, I think it's called recitatio, where they just sort of sing talk.
Oh.
And since you can't understand, it's literally there's a rolling chord on the harpsichord, and then they sing, talk.
So
their
kind of like Les Mis, where they sing all their lyrics or whatever. Or
I mean, no,
Far
it's
less interesting.
It's
Right,
a
I mean,
little more like Hamilton, where there's a lot of talking involved, and then there's singing in between. Only this, because it's an opera, they have the harpsichord go and they sort of sing their dialogue.
Oh, that sounds infuriating. Okay. Yeah,
It is actually really unpleasant to listen to. It will put you. It's a wonderful cure to insomnia, unless you're actually watching it, because
Right.
then you can watch the acting, and it's a comedy. They're comedic moments and stuff, but it's a pretty pretty boring opera all told. So that's actually probably a pretty fair one to put on.
Oh goodness.
Just
So
managed
Till,
to
I think
accidentally skip the
right.
opening two, or the overture and the opening song, and so it just drops right into the recitation.
Yeah, so I think you can tell. Actually, make a notice roll for me with charisma,
Oh, butts.
because it's like social cues and stuff.
Wait, that's not wisdom.
Yeah,
Sounds like
I don't know.
wisdom to me. Charisma would be like being charismatic and stuff.
Yes, that is accurate statement.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I feel like wisdom. Yeah, okay, just do it with wisdom. I'm gonna look this up and see if I'm doing it wrong. Notice, not no.
Oh.
Oh, you said notice. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Good, because you rolled a 1 and a 2. Oh, so much better.
Not that
Wow.
helped.
Awesome.
I can't even see your.
I don't understand. Caleb,
Mm-hmm.
we should have leveled up my character.
Yeah, probably.
It's true. You could have spent skill points, but were you going to spend them on notice though?
Probably. It seems
Okay.
to be pretty common. It's like perception in
It is, yeah.
like all of the things.
Yeah, we'll make sure we do that. We do that in the future, before we actually roll things, right?
You can spend your skill points like before you roll, and just so you know,
That's
you only
technically
have,
true,
4. So next time you want to roll something, you could be like, "Hey, it might be useful to head another rank."
Yeah. You can totally do that. So I think the audience notices, but like you don't, that Chloe is pretending to be a lot more interested in this opera than she actually is, but you can tell that she just doesn't want to leave, right? She doesn't want to like have to like get up and do things, and so she's like still like listening. She's like, "Huh, this is long."
Yep.
By Metallicosa. It's a long song.
Yep. We haven't even finished. Yeah, no. It'll continue like this for most of the first act,
This is the prelude.
and then all the second act. It's
Do we have to
quite a
listen to this part?
fascinating style. It's critical. The dialogue here sets
Oh,
up
of
the
course.
entire plot.
Of course. You're right. I don't even know why I suggested it. And she's like, tries to like intently listen again. And she's like, what are they saying?
So they're talking about how the two of them are happily settled in their relationships with their fiancés, and they are convinced that their fiancés are utterly faithful. And along comes this wise old man who tells them, "Oh, gee, you think your ladies are faithful? I bet you they're not."
It's that Captain America meme. It's like, so you think your ladies are faithful?
Pretty much. Because then he goes and he places down a bet, and he says, "All right, here's money on your ladies being Here's money on your ladies not being faithful." And the men are just now taking him up on that bet and hatching a plan to figure out once and for all whether their ladies are faithful. Spoiler alert, they trade places and each manage to seduce the other one's woman. So no, they're not faithful. And
Wow.
the opera ends with the three of them, the money changing hands, and the three of them lamenting over drinks that the lot of a man is to be abandoned, or not abandoned. The lot of a man is to be harassed and used by women.
Nice.
So I think she kind of like gives you a look, and she's like, "Do you believe that?"
Loaded question.
I think Can we make a luck save to see if somebody drops something out in the cargo hold right about this
Sure,
moment?
absolutely, do it.
Like, I am totally fine with like coming up with another answer, but I think it would be hilarious.
yeah,
if that
do a luck
was
save,
actually
absolutely,
what
yeah.
happened.
Oh,
So Till's luck is not in his favor, and yeah, she just like looks at you intently. Yeah, and just like.
wait. What level? Oh, it doesn't matter.
It would only go
Yeah.
to 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would fundamentally change the way random particles move. And the actually I don't know how the random number
Sure,
generator
Josh.
is seeded. But if it had a different seed,
It just matters on who's GMing.
yeah. But if you
False.
seed the RNG differently.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
RNGesus is not with you today.
Right.
Rip. So Till kind of makes some non-committal comment about, I don't really,
I don't know enough women to say,
not in that sort of manner, but more
Hashtag
in the
not all
sort of
men.
manner like, I've never cared enough to find out, or I don't really care enough to find out.
Yeah, she kind of looks at you sadly, and she says,
Something like,
"Well, that's too bad." And I think she realizes that she really probably has to like go be a captain now, and so she like stands up, she sighs, and she says, "Well, Captain Aderant, it has been a pleasure. If I ever see you around this neck of the woods again, give me a call, all right? I'd love to talk about operas again."
Captain Lasmos, I wish you and your crew all the best.
Thank you. Yes, my crew. Well, I guess I should go be the captain now, right?
I wasn't suspicious. I think we should just ice this lady. We got this.
Yeah. So she turns to head out.
Cute.
Press the door. Walks out.
And Till kind of grins and scrolls his playlist to something different.
Right. And so we see her on the other side of the door, like as she's like walking down the hallway, and suddenly like a stirring like
The music doesn't. It's confined to the cockpit.
right. Okay,
Maybe
all right.
quietly. Yeah, maybe quietly you can. Yeah, why
she can
not?
kind of hear it, right? As she leaves, and she like grimaces as like the fun music starts playing. And
You accidentally pick one with a massive swell at the beginning.
yeah,
Like, oh,
exactly.
Oh, yeah. Aida. Just booming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
just
oh,
a
crap,
really.
next.
I'm trying to remember how the overture for that one starts. See if my computer's not lagged enough that I can actually type.
So yeah, that happens. Dylan, what are you up to as the people are offloading all the stuff?
Probably just sitting in my room.
Okay. So I think Evelyn has like gone off the ship to do something else, and so she's not in the room when you're in there, and you hear like the little like maybe it's not a knock, but like the little button on this on the other side of the door that like it's like a ping like hello, I'd like to come in.
Is that what it says?
So
Yeah.
hello,
I'd like to come in.
So I walk up to the door and open it. I'm assuming just hit a button and it opens.
So Isaac is on the other end or on the other side.
Of course it is.
Yeah. and
Tackle him. Ah.
so suddenly from the ceiling, just like yeah.
I just shoot him in the back.
I'll save you. Yeah, so Isaac is just standing there, and I think he has some more. He's made some more souvlaki or what? Wait, what was that called? Souvlaki. Yeah, souvlaki. Yeah. So he has a plate of it in his hands, and he says, Slovakia.
But is it Czech?
Yeah. It's Souvlaki. I said it wrong. It's not Slovakia, it's Souvlaki.
Yeah, she reaches out and grabs one and says, thanks. I guess you learned how to make it on your own pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's probably okay. I mean, tell me if it doesn't taste good. But yeah, I mean, I really wanted to make another batch of it before I left because I'm not sure when I'll be able to eat it again exactly. So, yeah.
Oh, she kind of forgot that, everyone was leaving because she wasn't really paying attention to what everyone else was doing. So she's just like, oh yeah, that's right. You're getting off here, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you can always take the recipe with you.
I mean, it's a little awkward. I already downloaded it. Yeah. I hope you don't mind.
Totally not.
Okay, cool. So, I was wondering, I mean, I think I'm probably going to end up being on Newcastle for a little while. I don't know if you guys are going to, like, stay around for a bit, but, like, if you wanted to go, I don't know, see what kind of food they have here or something, that would be cool. I'll buy. This is the romance episode, guys.
Great.
Yeah, so she, what?
You just say what?
No, that wasn't in
Oh,
character.
okay.
No, she just says, gosh. Any way I say this, it wouldn't be great.
Yep.
She's just gonna say, I'm really sorry. I already, Odd told me, not Odd. Ode told me he wanted to do something like that, and I don't know exactly how long we're gonna be here.
Make a talk roll to see how well you let this guy down. Turns out we are playing Monster Hearts, guys.
I know. What's his armor class?
I don't know why you need to know that information, Ode.
What attribute? Charisma?
Yeah, with charisma, yeah.
What's happening? I missed it.
She's trying to let him down easy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
I'm trying to let him down easy.
Oh,
and you did not
set fire to
succeed.
his soul. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you see him visibly wince. And
What
he
did you
says,
say?
Oh. I mean, why would you say that?
So
What did you say?
Dylan basically said like, oh, sorry, like Ode had already kind of like said that he wanted to do something like
yes.
that, and I'm not sure how long we're gonna be here, so.
Oh, great. Right.
Yeah, so he winces visibly, and he.
Let's fight about it.
Yeah, he just says, oh, right, of course, Ode, I should have thought about that. You guys are like together, right?
And she just kind of steps back a second. She's like, what? And she kind of not in that way, but she's like, no, I just he
Uncle
And she just
Till,
kinda-
we see Uncle Till like anime style like slide over,
And then he just Homer Simpsons into the side of the ship.
and she's like, oh, not here.
but yeah, so she just says something along the lines of but I totally want to keep in contact with you, you know. I mean, as long as you don't ever try to shoot me again.
So
Your talk. Okay, so your talk roll.
that's what this
Carly,
is.
Carly, you're great.
Sick burn. Oh.
So
Oh.
yeah, the talk roll rides, and so like I think at this point, like maybe Dylan doesn't notice this, but like he's not gonna call you. He's like he says something like, "Yeah, right, of course. I mean, there was an accident. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Here, I'll just set these on the counter," and he kind of like goes over and like sets the Solakia on the counter. And he kind of like looks at it again, almost as if he's like wants to take another like bit of it, and he just doesn't. He turns like, and he's kind of like gives you like a little salute. And he's like, "Well, see ya," and then just like walks out.
She just kind of nervously waves as he walks away. Just kind of says, "Bye, I guess."
Oh, savage. Oh, so good.
Yep. So that happened. So what's next for people's like goals and stuff? Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
I want to go shopping.
Okay, yeah. So we see a montage, I guess, of Ode shopping. Are you shopping by yourself, or is Dylan with or Till with you, or anyone else with you?
I think at least this part he goes by himself.
Okay. So you're just buying a stun baton?
Actually, I wanted to see if I could find somebody who had, like swords that they could dull and then just sort of,
Right. So you want basically a stun baton that looks like a sword.
Yeah. That's I was trying to be a little bit more.
A non-lethal sword.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, basically just a dull sword that can have an electric
Yeah.
charge, right?
So
I've seen one. It's pretty legit. I mean, they basically just taped a taser to the bottom of a sword, but it looks really awesome.
Here,
I mean,
let me look at the skill list here.
I mean, it would be better to tape a taser to a sharp sword because then you could stab somebody and then all of their muscles would contract and squeeze all their blood out. But
make
Oh, gosh.
what? Can't I just pay them?
No, I mean that's like a special sort of thing.
Yeah, I just don't.
You can either make a connect or a know roll to like either know someone on this planet who happens to make those, or like know about where you might be able to find them.
I think it's the same roll no matter what I do.
It is, yeah. So which one of those do you want to just know a place or know a person?
I'll probably know a place.
Okay. So roll no. I think difficulty 8. It's kind of specific.
Awesome. Great. Okay. This is intelligence, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, nailed it.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah. So you kind of scour around. You look around for a while. And you definitely don't find anything like that.
Okay.
At least in like your initial, like you don't really know where to look exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Can I just find a weapons store?
Yeah, you at least find a weapon store for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can just buy a stun baton, no problem.
Yeah. So I go in and I pick up a sword and I pick up a stun baton. And I'm like, look, if I buy both of these, can you like put them together?
So the guy, yeah, it's like a Greek.
And then like grind down the edge so it's not so mono bleed.
So the Greek guy, who is like running the store, he kind of like gives you a funny look, and he's like, "I'm sorry. What do you mean?"
I want this sword, but not sharp and electric. It's weird. I know. It's a thing. Okay. How much does that cost? I assume you could do that, right? Like you're a smith stuff, right? You make stuff.
Make a luck save.
Smith is probably not the word that they would use, but all right. Oh my word! I passed a save. It's miracle.
What in the what?
I wouldn't have passed.
Nice.
It turns out this guy, instead of just selling stuff, he also happens to be a weapon hobby person.
Baller.
So
Yeah.
So he looks at you and he says, "I might be able to do something like that. How much are you willing to pay for it?"
Okay, so a normal
So imagine this guy basically as just like Antonius Ram from
Awesome.
Inquisitors. That's what he looks like.
So a normal stun baton is 50 credits, and a
Same
normal
answer.
sword is like 80 credits. So if I offer him, I mean, together that's math. It's not that hard. 130 credits. So if I pay him 260 credits, is that enough?
Make a trade roll.
What? That's a thing?
It is.
What? I don't
Oh
want
yeah,
to.
that is.
Difficulty 7.
What attribute? Just a
Charisma.
charisma, probably, yeah.
There you go.
Just
Difficulty
every
7.
time, right
Yeah.
on the edge.
Awesome. Yeah. So
Oh,
he
so
looks at it. He's like, this will be an interesting project. All right. Just give me those, and I'll have it done for you. How long are you going to be in planet?
As long as it takes you to make it.
He's just
All
like
right,
all
well,
stall till.
I'll have it done in about 2 weeks.
Okay, that's okay. All right, awesome. You're the best. Thanks. Actually, hold on. How much faster would another 100 credits make it? Just out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
he kind of like strokes his big beard. He's just like, another 100 credits for my time and energy. I could maybe do it in 6 days.
Awesome. That is much cool. All right, we'll do that.
Make a notice roll with charisma.
Awesome. Okay,
Or with
I will
wisdom,
do that.
I guess.
With what? Sorry.
With wisdom, I guess. Yeah, this guy's screwing you over for sure.
You mean like price wise or like?
No, time wise. Like there's no way it's gonna take him 6 days to do this. Like he's
Oh, I mean, okay, so I can tell he's lying.
yeah, you can tell he's bald faced lying to you. He's almost. I think he's kind of amused that you're falling for it. Basically.
Well, I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
Exactly right, but like.
Hmm.
He's like, oh, this scrub. He thinks it's gonna take me 6 days to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I pull out my compad and I connect to the network or whatever, and I look up like hack job custom. Like I look up like order dates for stuff if I were to order something like through a network online
Okay,
to see
make
if
a-
that's appropriate.
Make a program roll.
I don't know anything about that. I can only get decent rolls so many times.
During the like checking Amazon while you're in a different store thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
They're price guaranteed.
Gosh, man, that was crazy.
Yeah,
How?
You rolled maximum, right?
I'm so good
Yeah.
at this game. No,
You rolled the highest you could possibly roll on that.
I did.
So
Oh,
yeah,
love
you
this.
do a quick space Google search, and you can definitely see that he's screwing you over. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I could order it from Midas, and it would get here like 2 days.
Right.
Like it would literally get here from another planet
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah, so I see that and I'm like, oh. Actually, never mind. I think I'm just gonna. This seems like it'll 2 days. Yeah, so it's cool. I
Oh,
realize that-
wait. Hey. Boy, listen. Now you can pass off my craftsmanship and just order it online. You could do that, but you're not going to get the same sort of value that you're going to find locally from Midas. It's not going to happen. New Casern is the place for craftsmen, for artists. Midas is the place
Yeah,
for
that's-
corporate
that's true.
drones.
But this also says it's only going to be 250 credits. So I feel like maybe.
Give me that.
Might be
There's no way they're still doing it for 250. And he looks and he's like,
I mean, I don't know. You can tell me if this.
no, yeah, you're right. Yeah. And he looks at it. He's like, I'll have
He
it done.
shrugs.
I'll have it done by the end of the day for 260.
Awesome. Okay. Done.
And he like shoves it back in your hand. He's just like grumbling to
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah. Pleasure doing business with you. Thanks. Yeah. All right. See ya.
Swearing in Greek. Which
Hey, I
we've
know
become
that word.
familiar. Yeah, we've become familiar with it by now. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just math for a second here. Yeah, that was okay. Yeah. Wait, no, it was 200. Okay. 260. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
so
yeah,
you-
so I go to walk out and then I turn around again. I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, do you like is there anywhere really nice to eat around here or do other things? I don't know.
I cannot talk and work at the same time, boy.
Okay, all right, fair. All right. I go to the next store over and ask them.
Make a. So your intent on this is to actually like find a nice place.
I just don't know anything around the area, so I want to see if. I mean, I guess I could just Google food near me or something. But that's
Yeah, so
dumb.
you could either do program, you could like try to like Google it, right? You could do no to try to just know already, or you could do
So
connect
if I'm
to
not
like.
shooting it, it's all the same. So, I'll just. I guess I'll just roll program.
Okay.
That worked well for me last time.
But
Didn't
not
work
this
well
time.
for me this time. All right, I get Space McDonald's and Space Taco
So
Bell.
yeah, what happens, Ode, is you think that this is a really nice place. Like the reviews are really great, but like you don't notice that like the reviews have actually been hacked on this, and it's like basically a bunch of like bots who have like reviewed this at 5 stars like a bunch of times.
Wow.
And, yeah, so you're gonna end up taking. I mean, they do it pretty cleverly. Like but anyone who knows programming would, or like computers would obviously catch it. But but yeah, you're gonna end up taking Dylan to a pretty downscale restaurant.
Gosh darn it. Okay, quick question. What do I roll to try and find alien ruins around here and stuff?
Try
Are
to
they just like
find
pamphlets
alien
that are
ruins?
like alien ruins, or is it like?
I mean, what's your exact intent? Just to
I just
know
wanna
what the
find one
nearby,
that's cool.
the nearest alien ruins are?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's like a tourist trap like right there,
Cool.
like in the
Sure.
little outpost. That there's like a bunch of alien ruins like in the center of the town that you can like
Okay.
go to.
I want to run over there and ask them where the not tourist ones are.
Okay.
So yeah, I just go to that area or whatever. Oh, somebody else wants to do something. We can cut to somebody else for a while.
Yeah, Dylan or Till, do you have anything?
I don't think I have got anything.
Yeah, so I think we've offloaded all the stuff, right?
Yep.
It's all done. So I think Till wants to go to the spaceport offices and common area.
Mm-hmm. You go to
And
the
look
space
for-
trucker stop.
Look for essentially go out and looking for employment.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, find another job. Yeah, absolutely. So, do you want to roll connect to like know a person who's like looking or wants you to do something for them? Do you want to roll program to like find a good listing? What do you think?
I mean, I kind of want to roll program to make a good listing. Like,
You want to post your services on
yeah.
Space Craigslist?
That's basically.
Space Craigslist, sure.
Right? Like, will transport goods for credits.
We'll do things for credits.
We'll do things for cold, hard ducats.
And poor. We'll shoot things.
And poor, we'll shoot things. There you go. Perfect.
Have spacecraft will travel.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So, yeah, you can roll a program to like make a good listing on the world and like post it to like the bullet board, right? The bulletin of like, if you're looking for a good person to ship your exotic goods across the galaxy. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You should probably find somebody else because we have the basic spec drive.
Yeah,
It'd be
roll program.
intelligence because I'm smart and I know what
Yep.
smart things to say.
Smarty pants.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it's definitely not the worst. It's definitely not the best necessarily in the world, though.
Well,
But it's a pretty solid listing.
better than if I had rolled charisma.
Yeah, for sure. So what kind of job do you want? What is this listing attempting to attract?
I kind of want a interesting transport.
Passenger or cargo?
Just, we don't really have passenger cabins. Preferably cargo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, cool. So we won't come up with it right now, but I'll come up with a pretty favorable job for you. Pretty on the up and up. It's not gonna be anything sketchy or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, and I'll come up with that for next week. So Dylan, or I'm sorry, Ode, you wanted to like go talk to a
Yeah, I go to the service center for alien hanging out.
Yeah, so you basically go to like the ranger station, except for like alien archaeologists.
Right.
And it's like a tourist thing, right? Where you go in there and there's like a bunch of maps and stuff, and like only you can prevent alien vandalism, right? Like there's like a big like space bear up there with a hat, and
Only you can exterminate aliens.
only you can serve the Empire by exterminating the alien threat. No, yeah, it's basically like a big poster of like some sort of like anthropomorphized animal that's like, don't vandalize the ruins, please, like that sort of thing.
Don't feed the aliens.
Yeah, don't feed the aliens.
Racist. All right.
So yeah, and there's like a guy in like a dorky like hat. He literally looks like a ranger, like a park ranger.
Awesome.
Up at this like at the counter. He's like looking. He's like
Yeah.
like typing on a computer.
It's great.
Yeah. So I just walk up. I'm like, hey, bro, what's up?
Well, hello there. Welcome to Alien Tourist Services.
Yeah, awesome. Quick question. So, are there actually any aliens at these alien things?
Well, funny you should ask. The ruins on this planet go back more than 6,000 years, and
So they're all dead, is what you're saying?
yes, they've been dead for a very long time. There are still definitely remnants of the biosphere that they engineered on this planet, but
So, like,
signs of the sentient aliens themselves are non-existent.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I see here on this map that you have conveniently placed on this counter here. I see here that you have some.
We have maps of all of the of like all of the ruins.
All of them, perfect. Okay, so which one do you have the least information on? Point it out here. I can't.
The least
read
information. Well,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
can I tell you about a ruin if I don't have any information on it?
Well, I mean that's.
Sorry,
kinda,
what's your name?
Ode. That's kind of the idea. I want to explore it, right? So.
Oh,
I mean, this one over here. it
amateur
looks-
exploration is off limits on the ruin grounds. Sorry.
Okay, let's say I want to look at it from afar. This
We
one over
have
here,
for just the easy price of 500 credits, you can
Oh.
go on the the tour bus, and we go around all the popular ruins, and
Okay.
the tour guide will explain to you.
All right. So can you show to me which on this map which ruins are those? Which are the popular ones?
He points at a couple of them, and he's like, this is the Telarian ruin, and the Telarian ruin is very interesting because it looks like it was a arena back when this
That's
alien
kinda
race used to be
Do you
here.
fight in it? Can we? Is that?
We don't exactly know what kind of recreational activities they performed in this
No,
arena.
I mean now. Can I?
Oh, can you fight in it?
Yeah.
No, it is again
Oh.
amateur exploration, and especially of vandalism is off limits on the tour grounds.
I'm vandalizing. All right. Wait, okay. So and then which were the other ones? The other popular ones?
Yeah, so he points out a couple of other ones, right?
Okay,
he gives
cool.
you other spiels for them.
I find the one that's the furthest from that route, and I say, so what about this one over here, in the corner?
Yeah. So he glances down at it. He's like, "Well, that's. Oh, I'm sorry. That's off limits."
Oh, perfect. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. You've been very helpful. Here.
So
and he
can I put
grabs-
you down for a tour?
he says, just this alien cup for now, and he slaps down like a bendy straw cup.
Right. All right. 50 credits.
50 credits for a cup.
Have you been to any tourist location?
Does it drink for me?
No. It's literally just like a as you said, like
Good point.
has a squiggly straw, right? Like
Yeah.
it's like bendy straw, and it's like it's a pretty small cup, all things considered.
Like a plastic kid's cup.
God.
you
Yeah, like a
use.
plastic kid's cup, basically, right? And it has like some stylized representations of like what the scholars think these aliens looked like, and so it's super like
Right.
just like stereotypical like green aliens with the big heads sort of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like, oh wow. Okay. Maybe next time. Yeah. Thanks again. Bye. He turns around and shuffles out of the tourist trap.
Yeah, and he
Well,
as,
actually, no. How much is the map? Can I buy a map?
yeah, so you're like about to like leave, and you like look back.
Yeah. I'm like,
back.
oh, actually, oh yeah. How much is this thing? And I hold up the map. Also, is this accurate, or is this just like a?
It is yeah, he says all of our maps are 100% accurate, guaranteed.
It doesn't matter. I can't read it anyways. Okay. Thanks. All right. How much is it?
Let's see. That would be 150 credits, son.
Okay. How much is it if I tear it in half and then buy this half down here?
Vandalism is not allowed on tour property.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot this guy. Okay.
I love this character so much.
Man. If I thought I could remember it by looking at it, I would, but I have such terrible know. Oh gosh. Okay. I wish I was psychic. Is there somebody else in here at the moment?
There, I think it's like a young woman, like I don't know, 25, kind of like looking over some of the like the jewelry that they have, like that's supposedly like refurbished ancient alien jewelry,
Okay, I go over to her. Okay.
real replicas.
Yeah, I go
And
over to
there's
her.
probably like there's literally probably like a like an ad, like someone like on the like loudspeaker, right, like this like running ad, and she's like,
Yeah,
buy now and you can get
yeah,
30% off real alien replicas.
yeah. Get your Alien Now subscription, only 100
Yeah.
credits a month. Yeah.
National Xenobiology is 10% off if you order for the whole year.
Yeah. So I walk over to her. I'm like, hey, excuse me.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Hey,
Who
yeah.
are you?
So, that's not important. So if I give you 10 credits, will you go ask that guy about the tour up there? It's just all you do. Just ask him about the tour.
Make a talk roll.
Gosh darn
Plus
it.
charisma. Difficulty 6.
Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, there we go. I had too many good rolls before.
Yeah. So she looks at you and she's like, "No, I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. I need to leave." And then she like puts down what she was holding, like walks out.
Okay, so when she walks out, I'm like, oh, hey, wait up a second. I still have the map in my hand, and I walk out with her.
All right. Make a sneak roll.
Oh no.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, is it dexterity? Really? Am I that lucky?
I think this is with charisma. I think you're sneaking with charisma here, right? Because this is like you're trying to like be inconspicuous, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you hear, yeah. I think you think that you're gonna get out, and then
Yeah.
you hear an alarm go off, and then you hear. Theft detected. Theft detected. Theft detected. Theft detected.
I
It's
yell,
over and
it's a
over again.
raid, and then I run.
you yell, "It's a raid!"
Yeah. Like, I hear the alarm, and I'm like, oh, it's a raid, run away. I'm going to pretend to be shell-shocked.
Wow.
Okay. My exert is much better than my sneak, is what I'm getting at here.
So all you want to do is just like book it.
Just, I want to run, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll exert, I guess.
No.
Can I get an advantage for being ahead of him?
So he's not gonna run after you. He's gonna like press a button and like a drone's gonna go after you.
Oh, I can shoot drones. That's fine. All right.
What?
Is this
Oh, no.
dexterity, I assume.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Dexterity.
Yeah.
As I'm running. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, I think you managed to outpace the drone without having to like
Okay.
shoot it or anything.
Awesome.
So you see a montage of you running from this drone, and then you eventually like are behind a building, right? And you're just like breathing heavily, and you have this map in your hand.
All right.
I'm gonna make note of that.
I just look at the map. I'm like, this map, it better be good. Make a note of what?
That you stole a map.
Oh, that I stole a map. It was a map. It doesn't matter. Anyways. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the ship, I guess.
Okay.
Because I think my preparations are complete because I don't know that this place is gonna be terrible. So.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, what's next for everybody? Till, do you have anything? Otherwise, I think Odin and Dylan's date is probably next.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I think aside from restocking whatever consumables we consumed, we didn't track any of that, so I assume we can just hand wave that and say that if you.
It was only like a couple days anyway, so it's all good.
Sublight fuel and all of that just sort of happened.
Yep.
So, Till's content.
Yeah,
to
in the game mechanics, like you can literally just like
and stuff.
fly forever on sublight fuel, basically.
So when I get back to the ship, I come and knock on